Hey, welcome to today's stream. So today we're going to be going back to Virtue's Last Reward. I was considering doing a survival game today. What in the... Oh. Oh, I'd be so pissed at whoever put those tires on my car. But yeah, how's it going, X3105? Welcome. All right, so we need to go to all of these areas. Might as well start with the lounge, right? Granted, this is where Dio is, so maybe we don't want to go to the lounge.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah. Phi, Luna, and I were the first into the room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else, then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary. Ah, well, glad you enjoyed it, X3105. I've just about had my fill of nice and sunny days, frankly. Just because it's so fucking hot over here right now. And has been for a while. But then again, it sounds like it's hot fucking everywhere.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It said it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve, then?
Yeah, 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
I think maybe at this point we need to be asking what year.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Does that mean we were just sleeping until the nonary game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Ah, well, I guess that explains why I feel kind of dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
I'm pretty sure that's the Radical 6.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then what day is today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh, well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me, though.
That doesn't really sound like something's going to help us get out of here.
I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything
Well.
interesting?
Actually, there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to... The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize. Just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself. Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that.
The note
Radical
about the
6
pandemic.
infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical 6? I mean, you should know by now. That information should be floating out in that field.
Just read the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000. Immediate quarantine. Yep, we've read this so many times. Do you think we're in a quarantine
You
facility?
mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh,
Maybe,
come on,
maybe.
you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure.
He didn't have it before. You guys all have it now.
But look at us. We seem pretty healthy.
until you start trying to shove a damn scalpel in your chest.
Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are, but if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin.
Oh, good God.
This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease?
No, but you annoying as hell all of a sudden.
You want to touch it, don't you, boy?
No, I really don't.
I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
Well, I am feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you do have a
Think
point.
about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Also, a good point.
Yes, it is.
So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Well, still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and family are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
One second here. Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it
Neither
before.
have I.
Me either.
So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were dead, just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Okay, I think I'll go look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time here anyway.
Alice and I are gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Whatever. I turned and headed for the exit. Where to next? Might as well work our way down the list. How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Oh,
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
why are you back here then?
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found.
You mean the corpse?
Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fly, please, why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
Just call him right out. Which is kind of dumb because I don't think you can actually take a K. So maybe don't call out the dude in armor. Because if he is a killer and he thinks you know he's the killer, he's gonna kill you and you can't even slow him down. We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask, but do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
You still can't remember anything?
No, not even a little, unfortunately.
You better be telling the truth about this amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in a mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not. But I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I
Oh,
don't
that
feel as though
doesn't
I was
sound right.
forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No, I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. It took no time at all to find something of interest. Oh, Jesus. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
A hole?
Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe you should put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then.
Yeah? Or you could be a robot and opening that
Thank
up
you.
lets me access your innards. So,
I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does, but that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you? That's what wearing this suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
might as well.
No. There still might be something
Oh,
here.
good lord.
I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too.
Where do you plan to go?
Crew quarters. I was thinking I might go over to the crew
Very
quarters.
well. I shall head for the lounge then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
Kay's robe flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. I made my way out of the infirmary behind him. And here we go. Huh. So these are the crew quarters, huh? They look like cells, but yeah.
Sigma, what are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh, I wonder.
What happened to you, Tenmyoji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? Well, you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm gonna be curious. Crap, I thought I read all this before. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Tenmyoji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Clover,
Sigma.
Luna,
Where'd you come from?
did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess.
Well, that's good, because I don't need to ask your permission, so shut the fuck up.
I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
I would certainly hope so, X3105. Huh, makes sense. Did you find anything?
Zero.
What? Which
no,
one?
I meant I found 0 things.
About you? Anything suspicious?
I didn't find anything either, although I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, you've got a point there. So why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game.
Really? I thought the nonary game was a couple rounds of the AB game. Why would he need the puzzles and stuff then? Well, what is the nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment, so rich, powerful people can watch.
Entertainment.
Yes, they're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Well, that'd be an interesting switch.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks.
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No, Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what do we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Sr. is the one who murdered the old lady?
Now, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
Might as well. Wait,
Well,
7?
Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay, I'll let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero.
What? Come on. Alice and I know each other.
I don't give a shit. I don't trust you either.
Well, how do you know each other?
I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work?
An organization?
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
That's...
Uh-huh.
I can't tell you.
Sure. What do you mean you can't tell us?
I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Yeah, go fuck off somewhere.
Why can't you tell us?
Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Oh, come on, don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest?
Yeah! What if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Hey, sorry to butt in, but it's...
Seriously, Tenmyoji? What, time to... Well, okay, fine. Oh shit. It's past time, we gotta go.
Huh, you think?
Oh, I guess we'll just have to continue this later. We need to get back to the doors.
Shit, I guess you're right. Let's go. Still don't like you, Clover. Yeah, 999 Clover was better. This Clover is a horrible piece of shit.
Chromatic doors have opened.
All right, let's go.
5 minutes remain.
Ugh, you're late. What were you doing?
Oh, fuck off. I don't answer to you either.
An apology is not going to cut it. I can't go through that door without you. Zero said we'd get penalized if we didn't go through the primary door before it closed. Are you trying to kill me?
Seriously thinking about it. No, of course not. I thought you didn't need a partner to get through the primary doors, though.
Are you kidding me? Think it through, Sigma. Yes, you can go through the primary door by yourself. Now, you're standing in front of the secondary door. The time limit comes and the primary door shuts. Now what? Now you're stuck is what? Without the right number of bracelets, the secondary door won't open.
Man, I can't wait till you stab yourself.
Do you understand?
There'd be no way to open either door, huh? Man, that sounds even worse than getting your lungs turned off.
Sorry for worrying you, Quark.
Quark is under the
In any
effects
event,
of
now
Radical
is hardly
6.
the time to be fighting like this. As you can see, the primary doors have already opened. We must hurry and decide who will be going through which door and with whom.
So, how should we
We're
pair
almost
up?
out of time. I'll just explain it as fast. Just like before, there are...
Yeah, let's get rid of this. Come on.
Three minutes.
All right. So what are we doing?
I'm not pairing up with Kay.
Oh?
We'd end up playing against each other in the next AP game. Last time, you betrayed Clover. How am I supposed to know you won't do the same to me? You can't be trusted.
Fair enough.
Unfortunate. To be honest, however, I would rather not go with you either.
Yeah? Why's that?
Well, you only have one BP left. I very much doubt you'll choose to ally in the next round. Even if you promised me you would choose to ally, I'd be in an undesirable situation. You see, I wouldn't be able to choose to betray. If I did, and you were true to your word and allied, then I would kill you. So there you are. That is why I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji. Of course, for the same reason, I would rather not be paired with Alice.
That's not a problem. Sigma and I will be taking Clover.
I'll be picking my own team.
I trust her more than any of the rest of you.
Yep, I want to go with Alice too.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't I get a say in this?
I would like to go with Sigma or Phi. They chose Ally last time.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I'm Phi's partner. You should pair up with us. Sound good?
No.
I am also opposed to that choice.
I don't care.
If Alice and Clover pair up, and Luna and Dio pair up, the rest of us don't have a choice.
Well, isn't that a damn shame for you?
We'll be stuck with Phi's option C.
I believe I mentioned before that I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji.
How do I phrase this? I don't give a damn.
And I don't want to go with K either.
What the hell are we supposed to do?
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
Yeah, all the characters are rather unlikable at this point, except for maybe, I'd say Luna, because we don't know much about her. She's just quiet right now. And the kid. I don't really much care for Kay either at this point, X3105. Also, welcome. Glad you could make the stream. Oh, there goes Quark. What's wrong, Quark?
It's all over. This is it. We're all gonna die.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Are you all right?
No, that's not it. Don't you get it? We aren't gonna die. We have to die. We have to die here. All of us.
All right, Psycho.
What the hell?
Well, it's the Radical Six, but still.
Oh, snap out of it, kid. Oh, come on, Quark, talk to me.
No, I'm fine. You're the crazy ones. Getting so serious about this stupid game. We should just stop. End this. End all of it. End everything.
We need to get him to the infirmary.
No, we don't have time.
Yeah, we got to go through a door.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
We don't have a choice. Quark's with me. I'll carry him through.
But we still haven't figured out who's going where.
I can't afford to be picky anymore. Someone just choose.
Sigma, you have to choose.
You know, there's 8 other people here. Why do I have to choose? What?
Please,
Why me?
just do it.
All
We don't
right.
have any time left.
All right.
9, 8, 7.
Here goes that last minute thing again. I swallowed. Alice and I will. I'm gonna go with Luna. Alice, Luna, the green door.
Right.
I'm coming.
They both took off for the door and I followed behind at a run. I glanced back over my shoulder in time to see the others head into their respective doors. Phi, Dio, and Kay ducked in the red, just as Tenmyoji carried Quark through the blue door, Clover right on his heels.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
All right, well, we ended up on this path with Luna. Might as well finish it. I wonder what room this puts us in. Whoa, is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
It looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
Might as well. Okay, good. We're not going to the treatment center again. Huh? Look at the door on the right.
It opened.
Huh, that doesn't make sense. Why would just the one on the right open? How do you open the other 2?
You're probably just overthinking it. That door opened. That means we're going through it.
I mean, fair enough.
Bring it on. Don't go soft on me now. I'll leave you behind.
Come on, Sigma.
All right, let's go. At this point, I'm just looking for an excuse to get Alice killed. Just waiting. Gollum, babe. What the fuck is a golem? Yeah, Alice, not very likable now that we're spending more time with her. What is this place?
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
Currently at this point, we haven't spent a lot of time with Alice, but every time we have spent any amount of time with her, yeah, her character has seemed bitchy, bossy, yelling at us every time we run into her. It's like, good lord. Yeah, pretty much that. I don't know about the sudden change of character, though, X3105. She's been like that the entire game that we've dealt with her so far. Clover's the one that's had the massive change, like the sudden change of character. And the messed up thing is, Clover's had that happen like 5 times now. It seems like Clover's personality changes in every branch we play. It's weird.
We need to find key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes. They should be somewhere in this room.
That's what it seems like. It's like every branch had a different writer, and they all couldn't agree on what Clover's personality was going to be. All right, let's get to it. Oh, another one of these. Yeah, her personality was good in that ending, but I mean, as you said, it was not a great ending. I don't know, man. At this point, I'm basically waiting to see... Like, I understand everybody in this game's got their reasons for the personality thing, but so far, the only one that's likable is Luna, and the only reason she's likable is she's, you know, we haven't spent enough time with her to get a feel for her personality, other than that she's very, very quiet. Like, we don't know anything about her beyond she's quiet. So yeah. And whenever a character in a game like this is as nice as her, I'm immediately suspicious. All right, well, I'm gonna look around the rest of the room before I do anything. Okay, there's the exit. Ah, probably a bunch of stuff to pick up. A toolbox. It's got a key in it. Well, that's odd. What is it? This key. It obviously goes to this keyhole, but it won't turn. Can you get it out? Let me see. What's with this key? It's completely rusted. No wonder it won't turn. That's a battery. Thin ones like that are usually used for notebooks. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Whoa. Anybody else feel dizzy all of a sudden? No, that was just your imagination. Yeah, sure, whatever. So what the heck is this? I have no idea, which makes it pretty useless to us. Yeah, like I said, so far, I'm just immediately suspicious, but I have no basis for it other than the fact that she's the only one that hasn't shown off, like, a side that makes you want to strangle them. What are you going to do with that? I don't know. I'm just looking. About this? Nope. Are you serious? Chevron block. What is this? Looks kind of like a hexagon if you flipped one of the corners in. I mean, technically it is still a hexagon, but... I don't think so. Okay, well, you're not gonna let me pick shit up. Okay, then. Yes, I want whatever this is. A poster, huh? It's a little unsettling. Maybe it's a clue. Yeah, let's take it. I will view that in the archive after I pick everything else up. Okay, that looks like something that I should be able to pick up, but okay. A doctor's coat, huh? Would you like me to put it on? Huh? Why? I just thought you might be into that kind of thing. What? I don't know what you're talking about. See? Bullseye. Look at you all bashful. You can be cute when you're embarrassed. Uh-huh. There's a single piece of paper in here. It looks like a list. Frequency list. Okay. Anything in this one? Oh, look, there's something in the pocket. There we go. Looks just like the other one we found. Why would there be two of the same thing? Maybe we're supposed to attach them to each other. Really? Yep. I think there are magnets inside it. Yeah, about the only thing that Alice has done so far that makes me not dislike her is... like, not dislike her as much is when she was the one that went through the laboratory on that other branch. She immediately helped Quark. So it's like, okay, I know you're not me. You're bitchy, but you're not a bad person. You're unpleasant to be around, but you're not a bad person. Clover, on the other hand, all the stuff she's been pulling, it's like, I don't know. Can we combine you? We can indeed. And it fits perfectly. So there were magnets in there. Then that means... there's a white jacket in here. Looks like there's something on the lapel. A name tag? Harold. This name tag must belong to a Mr. Harold. There's also something written on the back of it. Oh, I know. She has reasons for all this shit she's gone through. I'm just saying, at this point, because of how quickly her personality jumps around, like, I would have been okay with it if they had basically made it so... I have no idea what path this is. Lord Lucifer. As far as I can tell, they don't tell you until you get to the end of it, so I have no clue. I can bring up the... let's see. Okay, let's get out of here. I can bring up the flow chart. So yeah, whoever's ending branch this is. Because yeah, I don't ever know whose ending it is until, well, about here on these other two branches it got obvious. But so far, yeah, I have no idea. It could be Luna, it could be Alice. Huh? You said you have a medical license, right? Oh, yes I do. That's all right. Nothing wrong with asking. Like I said, I wish I knew, but yeah, they haven't told me. A desk with some drawers, and there's a PC monitor and keyboard on top of it. Where's the computer? I'd imagine it's built into the monitor. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but there's a single cable coming out the back of it. Is it a power cable? I think so. Then maybe we can connect it to something with an electrical socket. Have you seen anything like that, Sigma? Unless you think I can just plug the battery into it, but I don't think that's how this works. Yeah. Yeah, so far we've gotten a couple bad endings because I want to see every branch. I've been going back to every intersection or whatever and going down the other route, every fork, I should say. But yeah, the only main Yeah, the only main endings that we've gotten are Clover and Tenmyoji. Yeah, I think it might be, there's a good chance we're on the Luna route, Lord Lucifer, considering we picked her twice. Doesn't this button seem suspicious? Yeah, most of the buttons are boring or just incomprehensible, but this one speaks to me. What does it say? Come on, a big red button on a plate with black and yellow stripes? It couldn't scream, "Don't press me" any louder if it said, "Don't press me" on it. Is it a self-destruct button? Maybe. The moment we press it, we'll hear a soft hiss, and then the room will start to fill up with poisonous gas. What if it launches a missile? I don't know. That seems a little... Okay, well, Luna just went ahead and pressed it. Hey, what are you doing? It's okay. There's no way anything really dangerous would just be right out here. I'm pretty sure Zero Senior wants us to play through this whole game. Okay, I kind of like Luna for that. Wouldn't make much sense to just kill us in one of these rooms. Maybe, but that's just your opinion. You could be wrong. Well, I guess so. Then why the hell did you... Shut up, Alice. Hey. Calm down. Nothing happened, so there's nothing to get mad about, right? You heard that noise, though, right? Like something trying to start up. Nuke launched. There it is again. What is that? I wonder what's making it. Whatever it is, doesn't sound like it's working right. Kind of sounded like it didn't have enough juice or something. Well, I have a battery, so... Bunch of switches and buttons here. I have no idea what all this stuff on the screen means either. What do these buttons do? Probably shouldn't press any of them just to be safe. All right, let's keep going. Well, that just takes me back to the center console. Okay. And then we have this thing. What the heck is this guy? Maybe it's an Egyptian mummy. What? Any way you look at it, it's a robot. Then maybe it's a robot? There's no maybe about it. I can't imagine it's anything else. Okay. You're kidding, right? That's insane. What do you think it is? Just a well-made mannequin? Got an antenna. Do you think it could be a radio? And I know where to plug it in. Why don't you try turning it on? Yeah, well, I tried that. Nothing happens. Maybe the batteries are dead. What is it? I don't think it runs on batteries. There's an electrical socket. So you're saying it needs a power cable. Did we just find Kay's sex doll? A robot-y thing. I don't think it's just a crash test dummy or something like that. Gimme. Oh, what is this? Feels kind of greasy. Maybe it's oil? So they make a star when you put them all together. Yep, and we saw a slot somewhere for that. What's this thing? It's shaped like a star. Maybe you need to put something into it. Yeah, like the thing I'm holding. Huh, that's odd. Why won't it fit? The star-shaped block? Yeah, it's the same shape and everything. Well, maybe it's not the right size. I guess so. Looks like the block is a little too big to fit. I see. Some kind of lubricant. Alright, so there's nothing I can interact with there anymore. Okay. So let's go ahead and look around. There. Hey, get over there. Oh, come on. I think we can plug the cable into the radio. Perfect. I guess it's nice that we plugged the radio in, but what do we do with it now? Why don't you try tuning it? What? You need to adjust it so it's picking up a specific frequency. Is that how it works? Maybe we'll hear something. Exactly. If we get really lucky, maybe it can pick up transmissions from the outside. You must press the tuning buttons exactly 4 times. Oh, right. I'll see what I can do. And we have a note for this. We also have an ID card. And it goes to that one. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. So that's where I need to get it. Okay. Okay. I see. Okay, there we go. We just need to figure out how many times we need to click this. No, he's definitely a psycho, yes. So let's see, let's try. Yeah, I know that's wrong, but just reset it then. What? What was that noise? Look, the monitor. It reacted to the noise from the radio and turned on. So it's some kind of voice recognition system then. It looks that way, yes. There's something on the screen. This is... I think it's a blueprint of this room. Okay. What is that in X of? You remember that blueprint thing we found? Yeah, I do. There's a red X on it, wasn't there? Exactly. Don't you think the spot that X was indicating was right around here? What, you've forgotten already? Come on, at least try to remember. Yeah, trying. Keep saying the robot-y thing. I'm trying to click on the X thing. Oh, there's a button. Maybe you should press it. I ignored this area because I knew we didn't have anything for the safe, but that was my mistake. Right, here goes. Okay, red eyes on a robot, not something I want to see right now. Thank you. Look, it's eyes. They're glowing red. Does that mean it's on? All right, so we got that. I feel like we're missing some stuff from the room, though. Oh. Did I try clicking on these drawers? I can't even see the drawers, so... Looks like the monitor's turned off. That's okay. I've got the blueprint stored right up here. Oh, okay. I guess I can click on it. No response from this tablet. Part of the back seems to be held on by screws. I'd bet that's where the batteries go. Well, I don't happen to have a screwdriver. It's probably locked. I don't see a keyhole anywhere, though. Oh, good. It won't open. Is it locked? Yep. Damn. Doesn't look like it's the right key. Maybe we could try it. Yeah. You cannot combine these two items. Okay. They won't let me get anything else from over here. That looks odd and suspicious, but okay. Yeah, they keep saying there's something over here, but I'm not able to interact with anything that's not the robot. Use the key on the robot. Yeah, it's not working, unfortunately. Well, there's an idea. Yeah, I'll look at it again. It doesn't really show us much of anything, though. It just says rough, you know, thing here. Yeah, it's the table. And I can't actually get on the other side of that. Oh, okay. That's not what I was trying to do, but yeah, let's put the rusty key in the oil. The key we found in the toolbox's keyhole. Put it in the oil, and now it's all oily. Yeah, I can't really interact with the catwalks either. Kind of looks like a stage. Yeah, like for disco. Really? Disco? What's disco? Who knows? Not me. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do that, and they won't really let me investigate the sides all that much. Like, I can try going to the safe. But yeah, nothing. All right, we'll have to deal with that later. Because we're gonna go try and use this keyhole over this key that's now been lubricated. I just passed it. Guess it worked. Lock's open. Yeah, let's have a look inside. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Might as well have a look. Washing. Bottle of detergent. I think I saw a commercial for this the other day. It's supposed to eradicate grease and oil stains. Aha. Hell yeah, give me that screwdriver. So you put the battery in there, huh? Yeah, still didn't do anything. Maybe you don't have enough. Enough of what? I have to spell it out? Batteries. Look at the indentation there. It's pretty sure it can hold more than one. What kind of shitty ass design is that for a tablet? I'll take this though. Silver key. We can probably open a lock with this. Honestly, some of the stuff down here keeps throwing me off. It's like, that looks like something I should be able to grab. Yes, it worked. Now open it. Hold on, no need to rush. Goddamn. Oh. Yes, it fits perfectly. Did you just hear a noise? Yeah. From the middle drawer. The middle one, huh? Ooh. Is this a handle? Look at the end of the shaft. It's the same shape as that block we made. Then maybe it fits into a star-shaped hole. Have you seen anything this might fit into, Sigma? You guys are not helpful at all. It's like, have you seen where this goes? Yeah, with you guys like 5 minutes ago. Goddamn. Yes, perfect. You think you could turn it? Yeah, give me a sec. What the hell? Something came down from the ceiling. Those are... No, I don't like this at all. Oh my god. They look just like the thing on the table. Robots. One of them's wearing boxers. Yeah. I like how they're all like, what the fuck? This one's wearing boxers. Yeah, looks like it. Why would a robot be wearing underwear? Maybe he's hiding something. Hiding what though? Like a diary or something? And yeah, I saw the other robot appears to be either holding a card or maybe another battery. Why the hell would you hide a diary in your crotch? Okay, well, maybe he's got a hose or something. Whoa. Damn, way to cut to the chase there. Whatever, we'll know as soon as we get them off. Remove these shorts of obfuscation and let us gaze upon it, the so-called hose. Jesus, Alice. Aren't you getting a little too excited about this? All right, here goes. Luna, I haven't done anything yet. He's still decent. Besides, when you covered your face, you opened your fingers so you could see out. How old are you? You two are driving me nuts. I'll just take them off. Huh? There we go then. Boxers. You should try them on, Sigma. What? Why? I thought they might suit you. Why would you think that? Well, what do we need them for if we're not supposed to wear them? Maybe we're supposed to use them to wipe something? Not to wear, but to wipe. Yes, I think that's it. Sure. Only one mess in here. That's the oil. I want this. Give me this. Yes, it is the battery. Hey, the power's on. It's showing something. An authentication screen, maybe? Probably has some sort of security lock. I do not know your password. You think it'll wiping up the oil with those boxers? I don't know if that's gonna work. That oil looks like it's on there pretty good. I'm probably not gonna get off without, okay, yeah. Combine. And let's go. Okay, here goes. You're gonna wipe up the oil. Yeah, okay, go for it. Yeah, let me wipe up the goddamn oil. Good. Looks like it's clean now. I wonder what this is. There's something written here that the oil was covering up. No, you're reading it from the wrong angle. 120 V, 120 volts. Yep. Okay. Oh, we should have something for it, I guess, huh? Hi? This came down with the robots, right? Yes. It's got a pipe running out of it toward them. I have a feeling that there's a connection here. Supply the correct voltage by connecting the wires. You can begin anywhere on the left and finish anywhere on the right. You can rotate a wire by clicking its corresponding square. All right, let's do it. Nope, not quite. Still not quite. I cannot run it up to 35. because all I can do is that with 35. Where I'm at, it's 11 a.m. No, it's still too much. That is way too much, first of all. Okay. Let's try going this way. That's 110. So 70. Yeah, it's not going to work for us. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely shouldn't use the 100 just to reset everything. Oh, it's not going to reset everything. Okay, let me back out. Okay, here we are again. Guess we get to start like that, yeah. $105. Don't want to access that, and too much. Still too much, okay. Where do I want to start? I think we still want to start with the 35. If I'm going to do that, I need to avoid running through a lot of these other ones, because if I run it through the other 35, we're too far along. Not quite there. I feel like maybe try to get to the 40. There we go. Amazing now. I've fallen for you all over again. Don't come on to me like that. Don't. I've had enough issues with Clover. Come on now, don't. Oh, Jesus, 3 a.m., huh, Lucifer? Well, that's about what time I wake up in the morning, so yeah. Hey, what? Power distribution complete. Pre-boot sequence complete. Please press the power button located on the console. Whoa, what was that? I'm not sure. Better do what it says, though. Yeah, the power button, right? Oh, that's not the power button? Okay. And right there. Push the damn button already. All right, let's go. And there. Did it work? Ah, look, their eyes. Oh, did all of them start turning red-eyed and Terminator-y? They did. You know, one thing I haven't looked at yet. So obviously this is a, yeah. I'm just gonna write this down. And if I come over here, you getting ready to finish, are you, X3105? Yes, if time runs out, you just leave and you essentially get the bad ending, X3105. Ah, that makes sense, Lucifer. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. 6 and 6. Okay. Let me look at the notes I took. Oh, please let it be that easy to get the 2 codes I need. Because the red eyes were glowing, and this has a red eye. So maybe if I just use the red. So let's say these are the eyes. So that'd be B, E, A, C, O, N, O, V, V, F. Good God. H, O, P, E. Beacon of Hope. Yeah, I'm hoping that because it showed the red eye, that it's the, you know, that's what's going on. I'm also hoping, though, that if I turn around and go back, can I type on this thing yet? Nope. Oh, I got the little tablet. I'm hoping this is either... Oops. All right, so we're gonna get this code. I'm hoping this is the gold file, but I don't think it is. I think it's probably the key. You got through the login. I did. Beacon of hope. How optimistic. Sure, sure. Look at the screen. Ah, it is the key. Moon, moon, star. Password for the safe. But I need another one. Yeah, I got the code. I know. So now what I'm hoping is I go with the black eyes now. I don't think it's gonna be that easy, but I'm hoping. Fingers crossed, right? Okay, so the black eyes would be R, E, M, nothing, I, N, I, S, C, E, N, C, E. Okay. It's a word at least. Oh, thank God. Heh, I suspected as much. Good work. I'm impressed. I honestly didn't expect the other eyes to make a difference, but I'm glad it did. The screen's changed. This looks different. The symbols have changed and they're in different places. Yeah, we've played the game enough to know. Safe. Probably works like the others too. Give me that gold file, damn it. You did it! Good work. Well done. What's with the attitude? Never mind that. Let's just see what's inside. Alright, let's go to the secret archive. I gotta say, I've noticed with the secret archives, the gold files, they're not really... How do I put it? The game makes it sound like, when we first learn about the gold files, the game makes it sound like these are going to give us, like, secret knowledge, right? However, the second we leave this room, well, not the second, but in the next, like, couple minutes when we solve the puzzle, get out, they're gonna... A character's gonna repeat all of this shit directly to us. It's like, that's... It was a secret for, what, 30 seconds? I mean... The golem is an anthropomorphic creature from Jewish folklore. Golems are made from clay and will obey any orders given to them by their creators without question, although they tend to take the instructions very literally. A golem is created by performing a holy ritual, then kneading the clay into the shape of a person, chanting a spell, and writing the Hebrew word emet, I don't know if that's how it's actually pronounced, truth on the golem's forehead. Erasing the E changes the word to met, which is Hebrew for death. Doing this deactivates the golem. One of the golems found in the nonary game facility. He is discovered lying on the maintenance table. Why is he sitting up? His product ID is GTMCMGOLM. He asked to be referred to by the last bit, which is of course Golem. Much to his surprise, this ends up being pronounced like Golem anyway. On a side note, GTMCMGOLM stands for Golem Type Male Cockney Model number GOLM. Chinese room. The Chinese room is a thought experiment developed by American philosopher John Searle to contest some of the ideas about artificial intelligence. The experiment itself is explained in more depth in the game, but the general idea behind it is to pose the question, do intelligent responses indicate actual understanding? Searle contests that a computer could be programmed to respond intelligently in conversation with humans, so much so that it would seem to be human itself, but that it would not be necessarily, or perhaps could not, actually understand what it was saying. Of course, this raises the question, how can we know that human minds are not in essence Chinese rooms? Can we really say that we understand the things we say, or are we just simulating understanding? It's looking more likely, isn't it, Lucifer? The Turing test is designed to gauge a computer's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior, first developed by British mathematician Alan Turing. The test has 3 participants, a human judge, a human subject, and a machine. The judge engages in conversation with the human and the machine, and if the judge cannot determine who is the machine and who is the human, the machine is considered to have passed the Turing test. When Five mentions that perhaps she and her companions have been captured to perform a test, she's referring to the Turing test. More rules. Yeah, we know the rules. An acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labor Electronic Machine. Golems are robots developed and sold by an American corporation called Hephaestus Systems. Some of the units in this facility, however, have had their software significantly enhanced by Zero Senior. A portion of them has also been given ABT created by Zero Senior. Incidentally, ABT is short for Artificial Biological Tissue. Uh-oh. Golem's story, the point. The gist of Golem's somewhat rambling explanation is that the center of thought doesn't necessarily have to reside in the body. In the case of Golem, the self clearly resided in the mainframe and operated the body remotely. Since a self-aware robot could exist this way, he theorized, what would prevent humans from doing the same? If humans are actually being controlled by an outside force, then is there actually any such thing as free will? Okay then. We got all the secrets now. Prepare yourselves. We're going to hear all that shit again here in a minute. Moon, star. God damn it. There we go. Maybe Clover's a malfunctioning robot at this point. Could be, with all the personality switches. Oh, it opened again. I wonder what's inside this time. Hey, that looks like the thing that we can plug into the back of Kay's head. So it's not a suit of armor. Because look how long that key is. There's a lot of stuff in here. That's good, isn't it? Better than having nothing, at least. Let's go through them one by one. First, we've got a map. It says floor B. We have found floor B maps many times. Well, we took the elevator down to get here, so floor A must be the upper floor. Keep going. There's still a lot in there. These must be the key cards for the Ambidex rooms. Yep. Split up the cards like we do every time. All right, what's next? Looks like a note. The new AB rules. Yeah, see? This was one of the secrets we found. And it's identical to what we found a second ago, like we actually got from the golden file. So it's like, oh, here we go. You're going to tell me it again. So I don't understand why they use that as like, oh, these are our secret files. It's like, what? You're just going to tell me this in like a second. So all 3 of us can't abstain. There has to be at least 1 vote. Why have to be a rule like that, though? It seems pointless. I think Zero Senior wants to make sure people are actually playing the game regardless of the situation. What sort of situation are you talking about? Well, it could be anything, really. Whatever. We've only got 2 things left. What's this thing? Looks like some sort of plug or key. Yeah, look at the size of that thing. There is no head. That is not a helmet that Kay is wearing. Yeah, if you plug this into the back of Kay's head, it's gonna like stretch all the way almost to his damn forehead. I guess you insert it into something and twist. You see anything here that it could fit into? Sigma, you saw the keyhole like 10 minutes ago. Even if we did, does it really matter at this point? What? Look in the safe. What's the last thing in there? A key. Is that the key to the exit? Pretty sure it is. We can get out now. This is the key we found in the safe. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Let's wait. What should we do about the plug? Fine. I'll hold on to it. Don't let Alice hold on to it. Kay is a Terminator. Well, yeah. I mean, I can see it happening. I doubt we'll need it, but you never know. Sounds good. Let's go. Actually, I don't mind Alice having it. Like I said, we know Alice isn't an evil or a bad person. She's just a bitch. Not like Dio. Kay is here to kill Dio. I hope so. However, real quick, I am not ending the stream or anything, but I am going to need to step away for a second because, yeah, my last cup of coffee has caught up to me. So I'll see you guys here in a minute. I'll just go ahead and put us on a quick little break, and I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, but I am back. What's going on here? God. All right, here we go. Let's get up out of this room. And we're gonna make a presentation out of opening the door. Go ahead, I'm all set. 3, 2, 1, open the damn door. He always does this countdown before he's gonna unlock it with the key. It's weird.
Now, hold up, Governor.
It's the robot. Is that you, Luna?
No.
Then Alice?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
They did say it was a Cockney robot.
Oh, yeah, that was me, mate. Oi, over here.
Sigma, look! What is that?
He got up.
Oh, blimey, that hurts. Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
Talking.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this, not by half. Now, Alice, darling. Do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse?
The damn robot's got a Cockney accent.
Why, that's right cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they'd give us all a, what you call them, personality.
Oh, Jesus.
Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
So what the hell are you?
Cooper.
Cooper. If you're a barrel maker, I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, me old son. Right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem?
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Jesus.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The Golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelt Golem, but me and me mates are Gaulem. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. And the truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the Golem thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all.
I like Cooper. So should I just call you Gollum?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
I really wouldn't mind.
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
Whoa.
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking the mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
Golem?
Gollum.
Come on, man. That's just Golem.
I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. I'm sure it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
All right, Gollum. You said Alice, darling, a little bit ago, right?
What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
Good God. No, I don't care if you call her darling. What I'm saying is you called her Alice. How'd you know her name?
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Oh, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away, so I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, you know? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
That could get a little awkward.
Does that
Ben.
mean
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? You gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero.
Young Master Zero, uh-oh.
The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So golems are kind of like Zero Junior's servants.
No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. It'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The Golem seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions and those decisions become commands.
Jesus. Jiggery pokery.
Now those commands are sent over the
I don't know why I
wireless like,
found that funny, but I did.
and eventually my body picks them up. Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body.
I can honestly say I did not see this shit coming when we came into this room.
That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a golem's kind of like a monitor, eh?
That would be awesome, X3105. It really would.
Huh? Wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are 2 different blokes.
Man, I gotta say, I'm not sure I would want to hear I'm not sure I'd want to hear the game go with the German accent. Last because all I'm thinking about right now is Hetalia, the English dub. All the accents in that were ridiculously over the top. And I'm just picturing that.
You recollect what Golem stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands and feet analogy doesn't really make sense. What, Hetalia X3105? Yeah, it's an anime from, I think there was one made in the last couple of years, but early to mid 2000s. Hetalia. Just replace that first I with an E and you got it, X3105. Yeah, look up some dubs on YouTube or something and holy shit. Like, all of the accents they use are like over the top. Borderline offensive. But it's the anime is just a bunch of short scenes. Like every episode was like numerous smaller episodes. And it's pure comedy. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now. And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know? Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea? When you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy?
Okay then, Gollum.
Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. Now, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us Gollums and the young master get along.
This reminds me of that one line of one specific conversation from one, I can't remember if it's the first one or the second one, but Knights of the Old Republic, I believe it was the first one. Speaking with HK-47. There was a whole line where you're walking along with HK-47. He looks at you and just basically out of nowhere goes, how can you stand it? And you're like, what? How can you stand all of that sloshing and all the sounds of all the like fluids and organs just sloshing around inside your, basically your meat bag? How is it not driving you crazy? That's what that last part of this conversation reminds me of.
You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto!
I just love that in that conversation, Helios, you have the option to be like, oh God, I can hear it, like something like that. Where your dude actually, you know, seems to like start reacting like he can hear it and he's going insane.
Blimey. Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? Because you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Oh yeah, that button on top of the safe.
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go if I got internal batteries, but they're knackered.
Ah.
Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
I see. So you aren't going to answer my question?
Huh? What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got a bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Well, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart aflutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
Here we go. Without waiting for an answer, Gollum launched into his explanation. Yeah, we read all this already. Somewhere, a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide slips of paper to the girl. On the piece of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the questions say, so it's more detail. But then how could she? She's never learned Chinese. Apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college, she's never even heard it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions began to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself. Why, I can't read these at all. Whatever am I to do? It is at that moment that she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation of what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming. More and more and more of them. She finds the set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper and carefully writes out the indicated responses. How's it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they give her some twice-cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. You have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14, he was a grade ahead of me in school. What color of underwear are you wearing? Black. What's the first thing? That was creepy. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with the pan you cooked that twice-cooked pork in. All of these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books onto the slips of paper with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she's never even kissed a boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. Anyway.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
I'm glad you're addressing this, Luna.
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess.
There we go.
The prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Jesus Christ. Exactly.
What?
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had.
If that last scene wasn't a wink at the player, I don't know what is.
So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them. You see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinwei with one of their countrymen.
Okay, interesting, but what does that have to do with your shoulders or a robot feeling pain?
You thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold on, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed.
Not as much fun as the dude who wrote that elevator conversation in the first game.
In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless, and my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal bollocks, and us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
All what matters is the person next to you does what a human ought. Oh, okay.
You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Okay, we're just gonna go. Hey, can I ask you something?
Lay it on me, Gunner.
Why'd you stop us?
Right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. Haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited is all.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, lot.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts at the moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like.
Huh.
Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
Command violation.
Oh, they're shutting him down.
Rogue processes detected. Product ID GTMCMGOLM.
I'm guessing K is one of them, but I'm also guessing one of the other people here is a robot with these, like with that ABT stuff on.
Executing emergency deactivation.
Oh, come on, leave him be. Did you just kill him?
Unit GTMCMGOLM. Now inactive. No other rogue processes detected in additional golem platforms.
Come on, we wanted to keep him.
Returning to surveillance mode.
Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it.
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
That there's one of him out there.
See, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened.
God damn it, Dio again?
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Someone on the
hell?
other team must have opened it.
Dio. It's always Dio. So why would they do that?
We have to
'Cause
hurry.
Dio's a dick. Right, let's go. This is going to be an interesting story to tell the rest of the teams. She did a pretty good job, yeah. We pushed through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and Kay. Hey, what the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
Of course it was.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole? He's an asshole.
Probably both.
Oh, okay then, Alice. I agree.
We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. Seems pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe. You lying bastard, Dio. Read it.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room.
You lied. You lie, you lie, you lie. Because when we teamed up with him, we found one of the papers. And when we left that when we left the room with that paper and asked if the other people had found the supplementary rules as well, all the other groups said they had, which tells me in his when we're not accompanying him, he knows these rules. He just grabs the paper and hides it.
Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Are you sure?
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
You lying some bitch.
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized, yes.
I know.
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is
A
bad.
little? Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. It took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down to look at something on the floor. What she was looking at, I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Whoa, hey guys.
Quark! Has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared.
Oh, did he die in this one? Disappeared? What do you mean?
I mean, he's gone. We can't find him anywhere. When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
All right.
So he's not in the infirmary this time. Oh, shit.
We need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the floor A rooms, we'll move to floor B.
Okay. I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Right, you do that. Hey, Quark. Quark, where the hell are you? Still a room we haven't interacted with. We haven't done anything in the crew quarters. Directly, I should say. He's not here. I checked both
He's
rooms.
not in the other two either. There's no one here.
Tenmyoji and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right, okay. Let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
All right, let's go. All right. I wonder if he found a scalpel elsewhere, or if he did already just die. You went through the red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah, so?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah, maybe Quark went there.
Fine, follow me.
Sure, let's go. Oh, shit. I've never been in here.
The pantry.
Pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
To do what, X3105? You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta, too.
It's a lot of food.
Can't help it.
Haven't had that in quite some time.
I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Oh, just stop. No, we didn't get to keep it, Helios. The main supervisor, the system, not Zero, but it sounded like the announcer, basically killed the battle droid. 1, by the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2, you think? You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, how on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, shit. Oh, give me a break, you little
Don't
punk.
call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Well, damn, that took a turn. Fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah. The use-by date is about 100 years from now.
About water.
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well. Well,
Is it
since
safe?
Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was safe.
I guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous.
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh! I almost forgot.
What?
I ate something else! Twice cooked pork!
Oh, for God's sake. Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork.
What is it?
That just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe, Ed.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on. At least let me tell you first. All right. I explained how we found a room called the Gollum Bay on the other side of the green door and how we'd met a robot there named Gollum who told a very interesting story.
I see.
I
So
see.
the Gollum guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something. So the
Yep.
last thing he said was, see, right in the middle of...
Yeah.
Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly
Really?
pointless.
I don't think so. Well,
Please explain.
maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words...
Sigma, Phi!
Hey, look, it's the only character I still currently like.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna last long, though. What's going on?
Something bad. Something really bad.
Well, come on, spill it.
Alice is...
Dead?
Just come with me. She's in the crew quarters.
Not really. After his little betrayal thing. What? No, this isn't real. All I could hear were Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. She did, it looks like. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for just a moment, you're painfully aware of the fact that you are thousands of feet above the Earth, in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
And nobody likes you, Dio. Yeah, Dio.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
Uh-huh.
How do you know she was murdered?
Yes, X3105.
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife?
It's definitely not a scalpel this time around. We've seen her with the scalpel in her chest before.
And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this. I can't trust
Clover?
them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And
You're not gonna do shit, Clover. Hey,
Shut
Clover.
up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tenmyoji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything.
K, terminate Clover. I'd be okay with that.
Think it through. There are 2 possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other.
Oh, I agree. I hate Dio more. Clover's a very close second at this point. Well, close second. Not a very close second, but a close second.
In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct, but only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you mean?
Do you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing.
Let me put it this way. At this point, I would gladly trade Clover for her brother.
Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Yeah, Snake was way better than current Clover. Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No.
Well, why not?
There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body. You think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
I thought about what Kay had said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover. There was always Tenmyoji. Fi, maybe? Nah, it couldn't be her. I had been with Fi the whole time we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tenmyoji. Where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes.
All right, let's go.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any not...
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us. Should we disobey the rules?
I mean, did you assume otherwise?
As such, I recommend we follow them.
The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. Don't just leave the bracelet there. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. Honestly, I don't think it's armor, but yeah.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is, well, I'd rather not say it.
I have no idea, but yeah, she's always getting targeted. Yeah, like I was saying, because of the key we found that supposedly fits in the back of his head, there is no bloody way there's a human under that armor. Oh yeah, I don't think Alice is evil at all. I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Why? Really?
Haha. This is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
I'm just gonna say, like all these games, people get attached to each other way too fucking quick if she actually does have a thing for us. Again, a time and a place, and this isn't either of those things.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio?
Yes, he is.
As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the Nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal.
Yeah, she kind of is, Helios.
We'd never escape.
Then what are you gonna do?
Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
She's gonna leave him out. Okay, I like you, Phi. You're a bit of a dick to, to people, but because of this, I like you. The moment Dio turned his head, Phi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the AB gate.
What the fuck? You bitch! God damn it, Phi! Open this fucking door!
She can't until she votes. He pounded on the door screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner.
Very nice, Phi. Very nice.
Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
The announcer doesn't give a shit.
This is bullshit.
I like that, like, Luna's over here smiling about it. I see. This is how Fi can guarantee her choice. I don't know. Fi can be pretty ruthless. She might still betray him. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Fi will choose Ally just went way up. After all, if you pick Ally and she betrays you, then...
Dio will have 9 points.
Yep.
But don't
Exactly.
you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Fi is going to choose Ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
We don't have much time left.
Let's go then.
Okay.
Right.
Sigma? You are going to choose Ally, right?
That was the plan. Of course, we both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway. Make sense?
Oh, I see.
Lady, I barely know you. If you were expecting like some, you know, proclamation of love as to why I wasn't gonna choose betray, you are living in a dream world.
Oh, nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose Ally.
Right, I will. Man, I am not going to enjoy having to go back to the 2 previous choices and betray her. I'm gonna do it, but I'm not going to enjoy it.
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
Nope, I'm getting all the endings. We have to betray her. Now, what am I going to do? Well, I guess there isn't really any question. After all, I promised Luna that I'd pick Ally, but what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
And that is one thing I've noticed.
Remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
But that is one thing I've noticed since the beginning of the game in every branch. No matter the situation, Dio always betrays. And no matter the situation, Luna, if I remember correctly, always allies. Watch this be the one time she doesn't. Now that I've said that.
8, 7, 6.
Motherfucker, you don't have to wait until the last second to hit the button.
3, 2, 1.
Ally.
Round 2 of the Ambidex
everybody's been lying.
has been completed.
Except for Luna. We don't know much about Luna, but she still has one thing that makes her suspicious. One thing. And that is the fact that she knows about Excelavir before it was invented. Meaning she was captured or put in here well after the rest of us.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Let's see what happened with this one. Alice died again. This time she's got a knife in her chest rather than a scalpel. We met a robot with a Cockney accent, who also kind of looked like a Terminator. She did, yeah. And Luna got attached really fast now that we're playing, I'm assuming, her route. So yeah, it's... Yeah.
Thank you for your participation.
Oh, and Fi screwed over Dio, and it was hilarious.
Ambidex gates now opening.
Now it just remains to be seen if she screwed over Kay as well.
Results from Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Here we go. Yeah. She did. And she did. Okay. So yeah, Luna, no matter the game, always allies. And Dio, if he's allowed to vote, always betrays.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Now there's a question.
Thank you, Sigma.
Do we know where the key to Kay's helmet is? Or Kay's head, we're not sure. Because Alice was hanging on to it. And we didn't pick it up after we found her body. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is where is it? No need to thank me. I just did what I promised I'd do. Man, I'm gonna feel bad betraying this lady. And we have to do it twice. Anyway, thank you too.
It was nothing.
What is with your... What are you even doing there, lady?
I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP.
The reason? We chose to ally up here to go down this path, so we have to betray her up here to go this path. And we allied to go this path, so now I have to betray her to go this one. So yeah. Twice.
This is the home stretch.
She could very well turn out to be a fucking psychopath, I agree. Yes, it is. I hope we'll get to pair up in the next round, too.
Because I'll choose ally?
Yep, you're an opponent I can trust.
If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean,
you'd get 9 points either way. Whoa, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose Betray? I've already chosen Ally twice.
You're right.
Good God. So let's choose Ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good? Oh God, you should have phrased that a different way, dude.
Okay.
Come on, why do you look so sad?
Well, there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Oh, yes.
We still haven't found Quark either, huh?
That too.
Still, Quark's BP is 9 now. Technically, he's 1. But we don't know where the hell he is.
Why did you do that? Why did you
No.
Why'd you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying? No.
Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Yep, that's what I'm guessing.
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you.
I'm almost positive that's Junpei after we saw that picture. And the whole line that they did, you know, and that whole line, like their relationship and the whole fact that after the first game, they said he went chasing after Akane. And in his ending, Quark said that he's been looking for Akane looking for the love of his life for years and still hasn't found her. His reaction to that body, though, makes me wonder if Akane was the corpse we found at the beginning.
I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah.
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
Yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
Tenmyoji didn't respond, just turned and walked off toward the magenta door. Clover started to follow, then pulled up short.
Oh.
She spun on her heel and hit off toward the cyan door instead. Could be Helios.
What just happened?
Akane, not Akane, what am I talking about? Clover is pissed at Tenmyoji because Tenmyoji betrayed her. But he did it to get Quark's BP up to 9 because he said the only thing that's important to him is getting Quark out of this hell.
I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
Yeah, I know. But then she chooses Ally. Tenmyoji must have said something to her before the last round started, but what? Come to think of it, didn't you choose Ally too?
Yes, I did. Fi put herself in a situation where choosing Betray would be unwise. If she had chosen Betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect herself with Betray. And so, I voted accordingly.
That was her guarantee?
Yes.
Then why didn't you choose Betray? You could be walking out here with 9 points right now.
It's because you promised, right?
Yeah, that's a suspicious laugh.
Yes, that too, I suppose.
There was another reason?
Yes.
What was it?
It's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection.
What do you mean by that?
When we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Fi was somehow similar to me.
Fi's a robot.
Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
She's a robot with the ABT.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Fine.
Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. And I don't remember doing that. You're acting like we're pals or something. Kinda skeeves me out, to be honest.
What the hell, man? He did you a favor and now you're gonna give him shit for it?
You chose Ally too. Didn't you do that because you trusted him?
Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
Did you really think that'd be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then he could have escaped and left you behind.
What are you getting at?
Well, I'm just thinking that maybe you felt some kind of connection to him too.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen?
You tell me.
Shut up.
If we could, change the subject, where did Dio go?
Oh, god damn it, don't lose sight of Dio. Yeah, that's a good
He
question.
must have been here for the results.
Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and then left through the yellow door.
Suddenly, the warehouse was filled with the groan and clang of metal doors grinding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Star Keys. There is no set limit on usage of the Star Keys.
Oh yeah, shit's about to go down.
The Ambidex gates can be...
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you could repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled out automatically. The pair and solo assignments. Ha!
Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like a magenta pair.
Me too.
Oh, goody.
Looks like we're pairing up again.
Yay!
Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess.
Marginally. Nah, I actually do like her a lot more than Dio. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm a yellow pair. What about you, Luna?
I'm a solo, but I'm green.
Wait,
Yes.
green? Hold on a minute. Weren't the colors for the first game red, green, and blue? And we use those colors to open the magenta, yellow, and cyan doors, right?
Yes, that's right.
Then the next round, we had magenta, yellow, and cyan bracelets and opened the red, green, and blue doors, right?
Yes.
But this time we've got magenta and yellow pairs, but also a green solo. What color doors are we supposed to open?
And where are they?
Yep, I do believe the next doors are all white.
Well, we need to check the other bracelets before we make any decisions.
That means Dio, Tenmyoji, and Clover.
And Quark.
We'll need to check Alice's bracelet too. Anyone could just pick it up now.
Yeah, we were dumb for not doing it our damn selves.
I will try and find the remaining people and their bracelets. Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet then.
Dio probably already has it.
And don't forget to, retrieve it. We'll likely need it to get through the chromatic doors.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
What? Alright. Let's go. I'm gonna have to see her again. I feel sick just thinking about it.
Shouldn't we decide on a time to meet up? Just in case? Let's see. When do the doors open?
We've still got quite a while.
An hour and 21 minutes.
Then let's take half of that. What do you say we all meet back here in 40 minutes?
Sounds good. Kay and Luna stepped through the magenta door and out of the warehouse. Hey, you don't think Kay's the killer, do you?
Maybe.
Maybe. But if he is, then Luna's in
Maybe.
danger. Damn it,
You're
Fi.
not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her.
Well, yeah, but I just had this gut feeling that I could trust him.
A gut feeling, huh?
Yeah.
Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend? I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure.
That's not it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you considered that it might be Luna?
No, that's not possible.
Why not?
Because Luna didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When we played the last round, Alice's BP was 1. Luna was playing against the two of us. All she could have had to do is convince us to vote ally, and she could have killed Alice easily.
She would have just had to pick betray.
Exactly.
But if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it? We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something.
I mean, we haven't done shit to Dio yet, so I think that's highly unlikely.
Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio.
So what, you're saying Luna's the killer?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists. Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor.
Fair
I'm
point.
betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
Is not going to be there. I mean, I'm not surprised. Fi is very unpleasant. Like, I like what she did to Dio, but she's a very unpleasant individual. Clover. Hey, come on, don't run away. Well, it sure looked like you were trying to get away from us.
I wasn't running away, though I just don't want to talk to you.
Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't going to do any good. Don't you want to find out who killed Alice? Well, you're not going to be able to figure that out unless you talk to people.
I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it.
Who was it?
I can't tell you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You
Why
might
not?
be working with them. Both of you could be in on it.
Oh, come on. Of course we're not.
Forget about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too, before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway, I gotta go.
Yeah, fuck off. Hey, wait, Clover. No, let her go. Let her go. Let's hope she gets stabbed next. Oh, there she goes. Ah,
What's wrong?
Shit. I forgot to ask Clover what color her bracelet is now.
Oh, really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pear.
You saw it?
Yeah. Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a blue solo.
She reached down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up off the floor.
I'll hold on to this.
Yep, good idea. Wonder what it was that Clover noticed.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine, what did Alice notice? Fi didn't answer. Instead, she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. What are you doing?
I'm investigating.
What are you investigating?
What does it look like I'm investigating? I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died. Huh. Found something already. Have a look.
Fi held something out. It was a handkerchief stained reddish brown. Is that blood?
Looks like it. It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
If it's not hers, whose blood is it? The old
Maybe.
lady? Do you think Alice killed her?
Who knows? She could have just found this somewhere for all we know.
And you think she figured something out from this handkerchief?
Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. So, time we moved on. We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dio's bracelets have changed to.
And we need to find Quark.
Yeah.
Let's take the blue door then. We should be able to get to the room Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover went to that way.
Sounds good.
Dude, in the US, people from Alabama wouldn't hold it against you for mocking Alabama. It says Rec Room. This is the only door that's unlocked.
Yeah, so this is where Tenmyoji's team went.
I'm gonna open it, all right?
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to keep asking permission.
Okay, okay. I mean, I agree. Stop asking permission. Stop making a spectacle every time you want to open a damn door, dude. Yeah, we've never been in here. Tenmyoji. I'm guessing from your face that Quark is still missing.
No sign of him, huh?
Happy? I'm asking
What?
if you're happy Quark's still missing.
No, of course not. Why would I be?
And then does it hurt? Huh? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice?
Not really. He's not my fucking kid.
I didn't think so.
It'd be weird if I did.
Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape. So it's better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong?
Tenmyoji, what's going on here? This doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried about Quark, but...
And just what the hell do you know? He's all I've got left. If something happens to him, I'll...
Tenmyoji.
It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I never should have brought him here.
Did you say brought?
Yes. Zero made me an offer.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you and Quark were abducted like the rest of us.
You mean you came here voluntarily?
As did Luna, most likely. And I'm thinking... I don't know if Dio came here voluntarily, because he was just as he acted just as shocked as the rest of us about the days we were all kidnapped. But I'm pretty sure Luna came here willingly as well, just because the Excelivir thing. What the hell's going on here?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Why?
Please, just do it.
Vi and I looked at one another. Neither of us knew what was going on, but there was no reason to refuse. We shrugged and did as we were told. Then suddenly... The fuck? In the blink of an eye, Tenmyoji had pulled some kind of can from his pocket and sprayed both our wrists with it. Hey, what the hell, man?
Calm down. It's not going to hurt you.
Is this some kind of chemical?
Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room.
He walked toward the door and flipped the light switch.
Good work. It's dark now.
Show me your bracelets again.
That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it?
Yeah. How'd you figure that out?
I guessed when you turned off the light.
Isn't that the stuff they use on cop shows to find blood and other stuff?
Yeah.
Why did you spray us?
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Someone mind explaining this to me?
Well, you know as much as I do now. I was just making guesses based on what he was doing.
Hey, that would be hilarious, X3105. We run through the rest of the game wearing the armor because we don't trust anybody. Hey, Tenmyoji.
Sorry, but I've got to go. I need to go look for Quark.
No, I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. You dropped a real bomb back there, and I'm not going to just ignore it. What did you mean when you said that Zero made you an offer? Why are you here?
I can't tell you.
Dude, I don't care if you're Junpei or not. We're in a room with a pool table, so I'm assuming there's a pool cue around here. So if you don't want me to shove the pool cue somewhere very uncomfortable for you, you need to talk. Why not? I don't really understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero Senior, right?
Yeah.
Then why?
You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here. If I tell you, he'll know. And then God only knows what Zero Senior will do. Please, I'm asking you, put yourself in my shoes.
Fine. I looked him in the eyes for the first time since we'd entered the room and saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, he turned and left the room. Well, considering how many decades have passed for him, like, we imagine it's been for him at least 10 years. Like, obviously looking at his face, it's been a lot longer than 10 years. I'm just saying, at minimum, it's 10 years have passed because of the Excelivir whole story. So yeah, personalities would change in that amount of time, so yeah. Hey, can I ask you a question?
It won't do you any good. Whatever you want to know, I don't know anything about it.
No, it's not about what just happened.
Yeah? Then what is it? Oh, I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man. He's a red Solo. I had a look while he was talking.
Oh, good job. That wasn't what I wanted to ask either.
Well, what is it then?
When you sprayed us, you screamed, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure you did. Not quite so tough when you're scared, huh?
Shut up. We've got stuff to do. Get going. Move.
He just mocked her scream. Yeah, other than her attitude, I really don't have a problem with two characters now. I do like Luna, but because I'm starting to like Luna, something's gonna happen, and this game's gonna make me hate her. And Phi, I'm okay with Phi. this.
It looks like another warehouse.
Yep. I guess there's one on this floor too then. Makes sense, I guess, as much when I saw the map. What's that over there?
Probably more graffiti. There was one on floor A too, remember?
Yeah, there was, but I don't know. K is coming off a little shady, but I'm neutral. I'll leave it at that. With K, I'm neutral for now. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, there was, but
Never mind that. There's someone else here.
is that Dio?
Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up to.
What are you doing here, Dio?
Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? And seeing where life takes me.
You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark.
Does it matter?
Why would I?
Yeah, exactly.
Do we even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figure, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Or kids, in this case, I guess. If we wake him up, he might realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens, it's all over. We'll be stuck in here for the rest of our lives. Which probably won't be that long.
The rest of our lives?
Yeah. Did I stutter? Or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember?
The number 9 door only opens once. Once that happens, it's all over. It'll close for good after 9 seconds, so if you're not careful, you could get stuck.
Closed for good, huh? I had to admit, I'd kind of forgotten that detail, but if Zero had been telling the truth, we wouldn't be able to get out until we died. Hell, even that might not be enough. Maybe they just leave our corpses there to rot. My stomach did a little flip.
So, what are you guys here for? Did you bring Fi here so I can kill her?
What?
Oh, really? You already forgotten your little stunt earlier?
I mean, yeah, they could take as much time as they needed. Your only hope would be that the bracelets are deactivated when the first person escapes. Otherwise, you'd breach the door, try to leave, and then it would eject you and kill you.
We're damn lucky Kate chose Ally. If he hadn't, he'd be hanging from that crane right now.
Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you'll do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick Ally.
You talk as if I give a fuck. I already know I won't be up against you two.
Why not?
Kay and I are the yellow pair. You guys are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you.
How do you know our colors?
Kay told me.
I am looking forward to that, though. When we go down Dio's route, I'm gonna betray that motherfucker every round.
He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Temioji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company.
I want to see him just lose it.
Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are.
Was Kay by himself?
Yeah.
What about Luna?
Luna? Haven't seen her. Anyway, Kay and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blue solo.
That's Alice's bracelet. But how'd you know that?
Oh, come on. Really that thick? Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors. Bingo. See that thing next to the door there? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, it does.
I get it. You and Kay are both yellow. You can get yellow by adding red and green together. If you add blue to that,
it becomes white.
Exactly.
You get magenta by adding red and blue together, and then adding green to that gives you... Okay.
Right.
That means the other three would be in the same team as before. Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark. We know that Tenmyoji's a red solo and Clover's a cyan pair, so...
The only one left is the other cyan pair. So we can assume that's what Quark is.
Could there be any other combinations?
No, there's only one option this time.
All we gotta do now is wait for these white doors to open.
In 45 minutes. We should get back to floor A.
Sorry, but I'm gonna stay here. Moving around so much is a pain in the ass.
Nobody invited you. Come on, Fi.
Right, on my way.
I like that nobody pretends otherwise with him anymore. She's like, ah, man, fuck you. That would be very nice. I agree, X3105. Into the lounge we go. Huh? Something up? Why'd you just stop?
Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun?
Yeah.
It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B?
Memento Mori, lion eating the sun, yeah.
You remember what it said?
Memento Mori.
Do you know what that means?
Be aware of death or remember death. I think it's usually used to mean we're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your own mortality.
What about the other part?
Well, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? If the 9th lion ate the sun, I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun in that sentence.
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact that it made no sense? Not really.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were. I guess I have to do everything.
Lady, you haven't done much yet, so you can just shut the hell up with that.
Part of it was spelled wrong. Specifically,
Ninth.
They spelled 9th wrong.
Yeah. I know.
It should be N-I-N-T-H. But the graffiti had N-I-N-E-T-H.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. They just put an extra E in there.
Exactly.
It's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was like a kid who wrote
Maybe
it?
it wasn't a mistake at all.
I'm not
Maybe
following.
Zero put that E in there on purpose.
But why?
Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise. Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death if the 9th lion ate the sun. Huh.
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time. We should get moving.
Right, let's go. Warehouse A, let's go. Huh? Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
Oh, shut the hell up. What should we do?
What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
Yeah, guess you got a point. Pretty much, Starhor. Hey, where are you
I
going?
just want to check something really quick.
Check what?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? She was kneeling down looking at something on the ground.
Yeah, what do you think she was looking at? Blood.
Find something?
Is this blood?
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
I don't need you to pat me on the back. Makes me feel stupid or something.
The truth hurts. So, blood, huh? Oh my god.
Vi suddenly looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at a metal crane. It's the kind you might see in a shipyard, the sort that moves along a metal track and has a claw to grab and lift cargo containers. So, what's the deal with the crane? What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around. Just tell me what you
I
found.
noticed something.
Oh, yeah? And what, pray tell, was
The
that?
same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
Will you spit it the fuck out? That's, can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. It's the first thing you think of when you hear blood.
Vampires?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
This whole thing kind of sucks, right? Come on! This is no time to be screwing around.
Then just fucking spit it out then, lady.
I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief.
Right. What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a bloodstained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines. This belonged to the old woman. It must have. But if it did, then who put it here? Or wait, maybe someone just dropped it, or they could have thrown it here. You want
You're
more?
almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been there? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
When's the start?
You know, when we started. When you and I escaped from the AB room through the hatch on the roof. The first thing we did after we got out and met everyone except for Clover and Kate was go look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms, too. Yeah, I know we looked at this from this exact angle. Pretty sure there wasn't any handkerchief there then. There wasn't. Wait.
Huh. Finally figured it out, huh?
Yep. No way. The AB room moved?
Yeah.
Why do you think there are cranes in here? Was it that crane?
Probably.
Yeah, they've only mentioned Radical 6 on this path in passing. Like, they haven't done any focus really on this path for anything Radical 6 related. Just that newspaper article, essentially. Well, and on this path, Quark didn't end up in the hospital bed either. So they haven't scanned him and discovered Radical 6 in anybody's body yet. So yeah, on this branch, Quark never passed out. Luna never scanned him. And the only thing anybody knows about Radical 6 at the moment is just that little newspaper clipping. Well, aside from, like, you know, their private knowledge, like Tenmyoji living through it and Luna knowing about the cure.
They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
The body of the old woman.
And who was trapped in there when the Nonary game started?
Well, it would have been the AB room on the right at first, so... Luna. For the third time, Phi walked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began, "To Milkmen."
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so. Is that more of the old woman's blood? The sound cut out for you guys? Okay, because something freaked out on my end. I just wanted to make sure.
Seems like it.
So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room. After that, she would have moved to the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her. That would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So yeah. I told you, I don't trust Like, when the super nice characters show up in these games, I don't trust them in the slightest. So what about that handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was. Which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief, and then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it. Then when the room was moved, it came out.
To be fair, she might not be Zero. She might just have other reasons. We don't know yet. But she's definitely in the lead, I'll say that much, Star. That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief.
Seems pretty likely. This is all just speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, all right. For example, why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body. But we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far, there have been 2 murders, and he hasn't done anything about either of them. You think that means Luna is Zero Senior? Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It's possible she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but if Luna's Zero Senior, couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. That's not all either. Let's say Luna moved the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why'd she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate the crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms, all the way till when we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Then went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the room must have been moved. Of course. Ha, why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi. She couldn't have moved the AB room. Were her alibi.
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight.
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer. Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was, which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Ah, shit. Oh, you mean stuff she said about what she noticed?
Right.
Hey, Fi? Starting to get a really bad feeling about this. We were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
Sigma. Phi, there you are. I'm sorry. I have some bad news. Luna is dead. She's in room 2 in the crew quarters, the same room where Alice was murdered.
Damn it, Clover. This is the 3rd time I touched a body and felt cold skin. I thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hand began to shake, and I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. Nothing, of course. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated in what could have been terror. It felt surreal, like I might blink and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously, and everything would be all right. I blinked. She lay there, still dead and pale.
And I trust him.
Uh-huh. Grief cracked open like an egg and rage clambered out, hot and angry and screaming. It clawed at the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut and ground my teeth, my hands balled into fists so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again. Another breath. I stood up and realized Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here. This device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an inject. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
The drug they used is the same as well. The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
The muscle relaxants.
Yes. Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck. I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Fucking Clover.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
You're right. That is what I was hearing. Dog is happy. Yeah, she does sound like Tiny Tina. What about the others?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story first.
What do you mean?
When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes.
But when we talked to Dio downstairs, he said he'd only seen you, not Luna. Why is
Luna
that?
and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all, and as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said, or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I had imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened, so I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
So you're saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR, to the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately.
Which is the right choice.
As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But...
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did.
Then they had 3 minutes to escape.
That would have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No, I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
The weapon.
Yep. It's gone.
Indeed. The wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
Then did the killer take
How would
it?
I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered.
Why are you asking me?
If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna?
Yeah, that would make sense. Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
Stabby, stabby. I wouldn't kill anyone.
This is hypothetical,
I would choose the injection gun.
right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone. There's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
So you're saying they took the knife before they killed her?
No, I don't know either way. They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way.
Could they have done that in the 3 minutes before Kay got here?
It's not impossible. 3 minutes is longer than you think.
That is another very good question, Starhorse. Why are these people leaving weapons lying around in the first place?
Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was. We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window.
All right. As much as I hate to do this, I am actually out of time for today's stream. So we're going to have to see where this investigation goes tomorrow. So thank you everybody for dropping by. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys on the next stream.